at this point it's just really important that both agencies and end hirers are taking the correct advice. In terms of the 0 hours consultation, there are 3 measures that we probably need to discuss. So the first point is the right to guaranteed hours. So essentially the end hirer will be responsible for guaranteeing the agency worker a certain number of guaranteed hours based on a reference period. Now the reference period is still TBC, but a lot of people are talking about 12 weeks. So essentially what that means is that if a contractor works 12 weeks and their average hours are say 40 hours per week, then the end hirer would have to guarantee that worker 40 hours per week thereafter. So the next thing that you need to be aware of is the right to reasonable notice of a shift. Now it's pretty self-explanatory. It basically means that the agency and the end hirer will have to give the agency worker reasonable notice of a shift. What reasonable notice is still to be clarified at this stage. So the final point is the right to reasonable notice of a change or cancellation of a shift. So essentially under this measure, if an agency worker's shift is cancelled or cut short at short notice, so for example if they were offered a 12-hour shift and an hour before that shift started they were told there's only 6 hours work, then the agency would be required to make a payment to that worker. Now during the initial period, the transition period, the agency would have a legal mechanism to recover those costs from the end hirer. However, after the transition period, it would be the responsibility of the agency, and therefore it's really important that agencies review the contracts that they have with the end hirers and ensure there are clauses in there that allow them to recover those costs in these scenarios. These measures are coming in as part of the Employment Rights Bill, so there'll be one of a number of changes that come in over the next few years. I suppose at this point we're still waiting for clarification on a lot of these things, and the devil's always in the detail. At this point it's just really important that both agencies and end hirers are taking the correct advice. If anyone is unsure or they want to talk about any of these points in more detail, then please feel free to reach out.